you might have heard the term Xbox tax. Now this does not mean that the government is raising your tax for every time you use your Xbox like it's 7073 all over again, and out of frustration you are about to toss your Xboxes into the Boston Harbor. Now the Xbox tax is about a supposed media bias against Xbox, and there has been a lot of debate on social media about this, if such a tax exists, if the media really is following a coordinated agenda against the green brand to bring it down. Well, let's look back into how this started. Now one of the earliest examples for this supporting the Xbox tax theory is from January, when a Hi-Fi Rush got released and Metroid Co. UK published a review where in one line they say this: the wasteland that has been the Xbox release schedule for the last few years limits the accolades we can give this game. And this is weird, because while it's true that Xbox does have, compared to PlayStation, a rather weak lineup, why would it matter how many exclusive Xbox had over the last years or so for the quality of a single player game? And this did not get unfazed by Xbox itself, who in turn did not let Metro receive a review key for Starfield. Eurogamer seems a bit strange, especially since Digital Foundry got one, but not Eurogamer itself. But the Xbox text is often used to fend off criticism against Xbox as a brand and the games, and that Xbox is actually super great, but it feels more like a deterrent to the problems that Xbox plagued over the last decade, and which was started when Xbox had that horrendous Xbox One presentation, thinking it's smart to market the console as a multimedia device instead of, well, a video game machine, trying to force always online. Just think about it, in a year where over 70 games in total reached 90 or higher on Metacritic, Nintendo alone having 2 games rated at 96 and 92, respectively, Spider-Man at 90, Tears of the Kingdom, Alan Wake 2, the Resident Evil 4 remake, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, and so on. Nothing of this is Xbox. What did Xbox have really this year? Xbox had Redfall, which, well, happened. Starfield, after a strong start, has dropped from an 88 on Metacritic to an 83 and sits at a staggering 60% on Steam, which in my opinion comes from the fact that Starfield, while it feels like a classic Bethesda RPG, it feels very stale and somewhat outdated and old. And I rarely do this, but I got to agree with the IGN's reviews right here. You also had Forza Motorsport, which in my eyes, after all years of waiting, felt like a disappointment. Baldur's Gate 3 still isn't out on Xbox because of stupid feature parity with the Series S. While there will always be biased media outlets against Xbox, there are also the same amount of outlets that are biased against PlayStation and Nintendo, and it's just hard being positive for a platform that has not shined with quality games in the last 6 years or so, except for Forza Horizon. And the recent acquisitions, while I personally don't think that the Activision Blizzard deal will have too big of an impact in terms of quality and market share in the console space, I kind of feel like these are done to force themselves having to have good exclusive instead of focusing money on their own studios that can make maybe quality games. Like, don't reject Spider-Man when you can do it, even though you could have you could have very well had Insomniac Spider-Man be an Xbox exclusive. You could have Alan Wake 2 as an Xbox exclusive. And Sony still has the reputation advantage in terms of its high quality first party game. Xbox sales in Europe did not tank because of the media. It tanked because there is no incentive to buy an Xbox. For example, I have a gaming PC, the specs are in the description or maybe right here, and all Xbox games also come to PC, so I can just, and all Xbox games also come to PC, so I can just play them on my PC. So why would I get an Xbox if my PC can do the same? What exclusive does Xbox have that interests me? Well, Forza Horizon is good, but Forza Horizon 5 in particular was a bit underwhelming, and I'm personally not the biggest fan of the very aggressive live service model that Forza Horizon has. I never grew up with Halo, so I never was that invested into that, but I was interested in Halo Infinite, which while it does have solid reviews, player counts tanked, and why would I play a game that nobody plays? Forza Motorsport as well was a disappointment, as I said before. And this is where we get to PlayStation. When I played Spider-Man and God of War last year, this is what made me do the jump to the PlayStation, because those games were solid games. I wanted to play the second game, the sequels when they came out. This is what makes me believe that there is not an Xbox tax. Xbox tax would mean for me that the media is specifically targeting Xbox to get them down and kill the brand, and I don't think that that's true. And there is also no reason to believe that the Xbox tax is real in terms of the Game Awards, because the Game Awards, but of course you could have traded the Resident Evil 4 remake in my eyes for Starfield maybe. I don't think it's deserving to be there. I just don't think that Starfield is groundbreaking enough to be a Game of the Year contender. It's just not what I would want to be the best game of the year. It's just the only truth that exists is that PlayStation had a far, far, far better decade over the last 10 years in terms of games quality, the console, the marketing, everything. And yeah, this is why I don't believe that there is an Xbox tax. What do you think? Do you think that there's an Xbox tax? Do you think that the media is trying to kill the Xbox and that Phil Spencer is crying in his sleep every night because Xbox is not making nearly as much as they need to? Write it into the comments. What do you think? I think that it's bullshit. Leave a like, leave a subscription for more videos like this, and I'll see you next time.